But I think strictly from a drafting perspective, I like what Spirit have here. It's just really something I love in this patch, this type of lineup where you have so many play combinations.
This will pay off over the long run of the lane, especially in the regen trade. But like you said, Equilibrium, he's going to have to try and get it back. And, you know, it is a trade-off. You do miss some early CS here in a period where Sand King is potentially weaker.
Yeah, they're going to get the Burrow Strike stun off onto the Lich, and this could be our first blood. This is going to be really important. The Fairy Fire goes out, but the one last hit from Collapse is in. He does manage to get the root to kill Mira, perhaps. He's level 2, but I think Mira just accepted his death. He could have leveled up his leap and gotten out, but Blink Burrow Strike is obviously super scary. X is pretty long range catch. He used the torrent to stop the blast. The blast goes off early enough that the range creep doesn't get one shot, and he denies the range creep.
I mean, this guy's a monster.
That guy, that's smart. That's smart right there. Matamba Man. Oh, dear. This was supposed to be a lane that was supposed to go Liquid's way, but they actually get the lone druid kill, and now they're going to get a ton of damage. They're going to get a double kill here as Insania cuts his way through the trees, but an arrow finds its mark. Mira with the double. Ooh, man. They may be laughing.
And this is not ideal for the Lich either. This Lich hero is really a hero that wants that early part of the lane to go his way. He wants to be able to abuse the high damage level nukes, give his carry a good head start, because he can get under leveled pretty fast, and he's going to boot on the map.
They've got the X into arrow combination. Mickey is going to die again in Toronto, Tokyo, and the rest of Team Spirit just sprinting ahead of Liquid, it feels like now.
This is exactly what you want to have happen with this Kunkka Mirana lineup, because now Kunkka's going to get his level 6 pretty fast. And Collapse, he's fighting 1v2.
Yeah, they're going to throw out a sentry. Mira's already back in town, so Matamba Man's going to have to back away. He's got to respect this Starstorm. The arrow comes out, but it doesn't quite land. And Mira, if he's not careful, he may not even need... Okay, he does get the root. Of course he does. Matamba Man, he...
stepped up too far, though.
What? Did he just get straight up level 3 Burrow Strike? He did not expect that bit.
This Coddle net worth got obliterated off mid, and you do not see it this often that the mid is doubling up a Coddle.
No. By the way, Epicenter's up, so that is going to be Matamba Man's third death. Oh, goodness.
I'm sure Boxy doesn't really want to be mid at this point in the game, because Coddle, he's not really a play creator for your supports. And
they're going to catch him again. Tumbler's toy, the little push forward, gets the X, the torrent, and the arrow does land. Mira commit, so much burst. Just gets 100 to 0'd off of a simple X marks the spot.
And he's going to send it over to Collapse, because, you know, Collapse, he gets what he wants. But this is an interesting matchup that they definitely had a lot of confidence going into this Kunkka Coddle and abusing it to the maximum.
Bottom lane, they are going to find at least Maposhka. Disruption only really buys him a moment of time. It does mean Boxy has to dive in pretty deep and instantly dies.
He's got boat here.
And he does have the boat. Does he have any backup, though? That damage by itself is going to bring the Dragonite low, and he's going to go for one last cleave. Doesn't even need it, actually. Maposhka, with the extra damage he was able to put in, it's enough. Another round. Oh, what a sneaky play from Collapse. And he offers the high five to Collapse. He's got to be feeling so good.
Where you want to be the ones pulling ahead, playing that Alchemist-style Dota, and Toronto Tokyo just taking them to town here. He invaded the upper jungle earlier, invaded the Ancients. Now he's ganking a side lane off with the arrow combo.
Yeah, and that tanky Dragonite, not so tanky up against the Soul Catcher plus the arrow combination. He still survives through the initial nukes, but will not survive the outset. Oh yeah, he's going to come back with his Mask of Madness to farm this hard camp. Oh, good scan time. I don't know who called that one out, whether it was Yutoro himself or somebody else gave him the heads up, but...
That was definitely Yutoro. This man has the 6th game sense.
Oh, trying to hit the bushwhack. Oh, Collapse instantly responds with a 2-man burrow, and both of these supports are going to die for this one, unless the Hoodwink can somehow get out. Lich is obviously dead, but with that ultimate bouncing him over that little cliff area, no, Collapse, even blind, he is right on point. Okay, maybe I spoke a little too soon. He goes the wrong direction. He gets it. He actually manages to aggro with the Acorn shot.
They read that Liquid play like a book. Get the scan. Yutoro backs off. Collapse goes mid for the counter initiation. Now they can make an aggressive play of their own.
Look how fast they're moving. The Lich just TP bottom to make a move onto the Shadow Demon, but they may get this kill, but there's going to be a full response. Oh, disruption timing right before the Chain Frost hits him. He's still alive, and now reinforcements are on their way for Team Spirit. This could be a disaster for Liquid, but they do have Mickey with the Coddle showing up, helps out. Get some damage in, but Collapse shows up just in time, catching Mickey. They only need a bit more damage, and Mira should be able to deliver with the Star Storm, finish them up. Maposhka finally dies.
But he got 5
for
stacks.
what? Liquid, he's got 5 stacks on Zai, 3 heroes surrounding him. A long-range shot from the Hoodwink almost caught Toronto Tokyo, but I mean, Coddle is just supposed to get so much out of the neutrals, and you see Toronto Tokyo is actually keeping pace with that stat breakdown we just had. And the funny thing is, they're just going for kills. We haven't actually seen the pressure on towers just yet, but it's going to be coming soon as they're going to start making their look towards this mid lane tower. Liquid is here to respond. They don't have a save to be able to bail out this Dragonite, so they can't really do anything. It's a free pickoff, and the rest of the team just kind of watches idly by.
Once again, the triangle invasion, double D ward for Mira as well. Another benefit of just being up this early.
Yeah, look at this deeper ward they have as well. That's going to be able to spot out Matumba Man. Oh,
how dare you farm an ancient camp? Do you not know those
That's
are there?
Toronto Tokyo space right there. I mean, that says a lot about the lack of ability for Liquid to be able to come back, right? Is that their lineup needed to be ahead. So they have catch on both sides, and they can go ahead and put the, like, in a way, smaller threat. Dude, Mira doesn't even let them have a tier 1 tower. Absolutely ruthless performance by Team Spirit so far, as they seem to be giving Liquid absolutely no quarter.
And Liquid says they've had enough. It's time to take the fight.
Yeah, they're going to try, but Toronto and Tokyo's one step ahead of them. Already initiating with this BKB. They're going to throw out the Eclipse. Zai's take a lot of magic damage. They're going to try and focus down the Shadow Demon. Finally, they get the kill, and the blast coming through from the Coddle also helps keep some of these heroes healthy. Yutaro being chased down. They do manage to get the smallest mini stun. Doesn't actually hit the arrow, though.
It's a
Chain Frost comes out. That's okay, but Yutaro has his BKB and Collapse here to be able to follow up with Yutaro. They're going to start laying into Matumba Man, who's pretty tanky. The epicenter with the damage coming in for the Glaives is just enough AoE. Collapse does fall in return, but Liquid, they see an opportunity still, maybe to be able to catch Yutaro. Couldn't quite get him with the bushwhack. They're going to go for this one. Zai trying to interrupt, but he can't stop the full combination of the Kunkka, and now he's low enough that Team Spirit, they're just going to keep this dive up. Zai, he's going to fall as well. At first it was 2, then they get another 2 pickoffs. Team Liquid, what, they got a Shadow Demon at the start? Yeah, the players are annoyed, but Valve's happy, so that's the important part. Scan. Successful here, so Boxy knows to be careful. They're going to play on this high ground. Spirit instantly collapses, smoke breaks, and he just jumps in, immediately gets the stun out. Insania casts what spells he can. Disruption save. Boxy's going to land the sharpshooter shot, but looks like with the boat buff, Collapse is going to be staying pretty healthy here. And Zai actually slowed down by the purge, so he knows he can't escape. He turns and fights, does what damage he can, but
they got an X on the bear too.
And the arrow off of the bear too. Oh, okay, it does sidestep, but they have the burrow to be able to kill it. Just add a 4th creep hero to the mix here, another 300 gold.
So much map you're giving a team that shouldn't have it, right?
Yeah.
And they did an amazing job of abusing it, playing with the right people in the right areas to maximize their own efficiency.
Oh dear, they're gonna run into Toronto Tokyo, who's in Viz too. Oh no.
Who's he gonna choose?
He's watching them. They drop the sentry, they get the Dragon Tail, they're gonna throw all their spells at him, but no, it's not enough. They actually somehow cut down the tree, gets off the BKB, and turns. Zai's gonna be the first one dead. They're gonna hunt for more, of course. Insania gets the whip, slowed down in the trees. Oh, the torrent spots out Mickey too. He gets popped up in the air. Collapse delivers the finishing blows that are needed, or maybe not. Toronto Tokyo gets it with the cleave. Either way, the 2 cores die, and Team Spirit continue this tyrant's control over the map. I just watched the mini-map, and Zai was just spinning in circles. Yeah, look, I mean, he's just spinning in circles right now. He's like, I don't know what to do. Waiting for creep waves to show up. He's going to cut one. Maposhka's going to respond, but...
He might get the disruption.
Oh, he got the poison on him. He gets another one. He gets a disruption. The rest of his team can follow up. Ooh, couldn't quite get it off there. Oh, he spots him again.
I mean, he wants to hold the disruption so he can't TP, but Zai might get the blink.
Doesn't quite get it off. Another arrow spots him, gets the urn. He gets a blink before the damage tick, but it doesn't matter at this point. He's been hit by the purge, and now he's going to be slowly whittled to death by just the 2 supports. Team Spirit aren't TPing anybody else. They say, you boys got it, and sure enough, they do.
No, not even the Ancient deny. Tumba did go this Desolator build. This is probably your best time to somehow crawl back into this game with the physical damage just coming out from this
Sitting
bear,
the
but
whole time watching, waiting. Now they're going to jump with their 2 cores, almost instantly blowing up the Coddle. He gets off the BKB though, and he's going to
Toro
start
in the
backing himself
back.
away. Yatoro, he comes in through the side, but he doesn't want to overextend himself. Even though he had BKB, he probably could have committed more there, but chilled.
and Collapse just instantly bought him. Again, giving no breathing room here, no way to come back in this game.
Keeps on beating this
No
Coddle
BKB.
everywhere he goes, and he's already missing some HP, so this epicenter is going to be good enough for the kill. And he got the Caustic Finale pop, so Zai, he takes a hefty amount of damage. The arrow, it's going to give a little bit of vision. They spot Zai. Unbelievable. Absolutely ruthless. Team Spirit.
GG.
GG.
I mean, that game was definitely over. There's just no route back in that game. The lineup's not going to function from that far behind.
Felt
What
like
a
they were
beautiful performance by Spirit.
absolutely beautiful. I mean, it felt like they were hardly even going for objectives and just kept on beating Liquid into a pulp until they finally submitted.